Lori Lineberry here with your Spot of God for the week. Today I'm sharing from where I found God, encountering the divine in ordinary places. This passage is entitled On a Boat at Night. Night fell as my commercial fishing boat, Surprise, left the harbor and began its run for San Miguel Island, 98 miles away. Nighttime nautical navigation is not a problem if you have a decent marine radar. The Surprise, however, had a well-earned reputation for living up to her name. Surprise. Somewhere about the 80-mile mark, our radar gave up the ghost. To add insult to injury, the seas had gotten pretty rough. I could make out the glow of white water topping the big rollers in our running lights. Our target destination was a pinprick on the chart and still a long way out. I held my compass bearing and prayed we wouldn't be moved too far off course by the wind and the waves. Then, cresting a big swell, I saw something. The tiniest flicker, far away but dead ahead, another vessel already tucked into the anchorage for the night. At least that's what I hoped. I let out a long breath and steered for that tiny glow. As we got closer and navigated by ear, waves crashing against rocks, as we inched through the harbor mouth toward another boat with, sure enough, that glorious little light shining bright atop its mast. I felt God with me during that entire trip, saw him in that tiny light in the distance. Ever since, the memory has stuck with me, a lesson I'll never forget. No matter how dark and rough life sees, there is a light ahead. Jesus guiding and beckoning us. What a comfort to know that one day I will sail into his presence. I'll drop anchor in the safest of harbors. All this world's sufferings and stress will be forgotten. I will rest as a new sun rises on a glorious and eternal day. So this week, why don't you go outside and look in the dark? Try to find somewhere far away from the artificial lights where there's no obvious signs to guide you. How does it feel? You think you could navigate that? Look inside yourself to the light of God's love within you and breathe. Trust the light that never wavers and the one who has the power to calm the seas. See you in church.